And we're pleased to welcome now Ross Tucker, President and CEO of the Economic Development Authority of Jones County. Ross, good to see you again, man.
Hey, good to see you. Welcome to the Free State.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Enjoying our time down here as always. So give us an update on what you guys got cooking there in economic development that you could at least talk about,
well, we can talk about it. Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of things we can't talk about, unfortunately.
I understand,
But no, I think we've been blessed in recent years with the proactiveness with a board of supervisors that have partnered with us to help develop and attract new industry coming into the communities, as well as taking care of what we have here. And then we've also been very fortunate to be the recipient of Governor Tate Reeves' site development proceeds for a number of years. This county has had a lot of it's historically manufacturing, blue collar, a lot of jobs that are associated with that. A lot of industrial property that was built and kind of forgotten about, or bought and forgotten about with public dollars years ago. We've kind of re-injected those properties with new life, new infrastructure, and cleaning them up and getting them ready to go for the next opportunity that comes about.
What we hear so much now, Ross, in terms of suitors, prospects, looking to make an investment somewhere is it's how fast can they get it done, right? It's speed to market. The governor talked about that quite a bit with some of the recent big successes that have been announced here in Mississippi, that these companies want to know how quick can we get shovels in the ground and go. And that's why I think it's so important to have these sites ready, prepped, good to go, where a prospect can come in and envision their project on the site. The governor gets that, and that's why I think it was a wise idea to make some investments there. Your thoughts on that?
Brilliant on his part. There were a lot of folks that you and I both know in other parts of the state that kind of had that figured out. He went up to those areas, saw how they were doing things, offered a carrot for the rest of us to kind of go out there and build a plan. Speed is the new incentive, and essentially if anybody's coming in to do any type of investment to anybody's community, they want to see where the property, they want to see where their investment is going to sit. And that's where we have. There's different certifications. There's different lines and checks and all these types of things. We've gone out and dug holes every 30 meters, 12 inches deep, and on 450 acres. So that's a lot of that's a lot of testing and a lot of things that have to take place behind the scenes. That we've been very fortunate enough. Our board of supervisors, our board members at the Economic Development Authority, and all that have taken place.
Well, so in addition to that, once you've got a site selected and you've brought that into the inventory and you've done a lot of the pre-work, maybe some clearing and grubbing and soil testing, et cetera, then it's transportation infrastructure, right? That's got to facilitate travel to and from that facility and just accommodate the growth. That's another big piece of it as well. That's what Commissioner Brad White, Executive Director, I should say, Brad White at MDOT talks about all the time.
Oh, it's without a doubt. The infrastructure throughout this community is the heartbeat is I-59 running through it. The amount of traffic that gets off at 20 up around Meridian and then kind of bypasses Jackson, as well as comes through here to go to the east side of New Orleans, those type of traffic models, the infrastructure and everything that's built up here to accommodate large industry, which ultimately is beneficial for all the people that live in the community, because the roads are built up to a certain specification that to accommodate all this stuff, and that's where we're very fortunate. So
economic development is indeed a team sport.
Oh, yes. Not, Ross? Oh, it is. It's a team sport, and we can't do it by ourselves, and we definitely can't do it without the support of state, local, regional, everyone involved. Dr. Smith with Jones College and the expertise that the asset that we have in our backyard to attract new training possibilities and whatnot and partnerships. So.
And it's so along those lines. It's so refreshing to see that great institutions like Jones College, they are all open to the idea of collaborating with industry to figure out what their curricula ought to look like.
It's amazing the impact that they've had specifically on this community. Their career tech enrollment has shifted up significantly in double-digit figures, just simply because of the job opportunities that are out there, on the horizon. I'm from a different generation to where whenever we were going through those things, the more the jobs, the higher the college degree, the more jobs you had.
Yeah. Now
the more jobs and the quicker amount of pay that you can get to is in the career tech field.
Yeah.
So
no doubt there's a shortage.
Yep.
And there are a lot of jobs that folks just don't think about doing and don't really realize that how high the pay can be and how great the benefits can be and just overall quality of work life.
That is exactly right.
I think that message is getting out there. But these community colleges, they're a gem in the state of Mississippi. Yes. And I think, I'm sure you run into this when you're talking to suitors, that they also realize that that's a valuable asset that they could leverage.
Oh, they do. Exactly. They utilize it. We utilize it. And without those educational partnerships, with using Accelerate funds and all that, if you're going to an area that's not very good at workforce development, it is a challenge. And I've worked in some of those areas in my career.
Yeah.
Having them in our backyard is an asset.
Power, that's another huge asset and huge factor in recruiting industry as well, is it not?
It is. Having everything propped up, ready to go is kind of the next game. The governor announced the power play cooperation with a number of utilities, as well as one of our large industries, Howard Industries here. With the power generation.
It's a great idea, wasn't it?
Oh, it's a brilliant idea. The amount of available power that we had available for these data centers and the new capital investment is wonderful.
Yeah.
It's cutting down on the regulations to keep that momentum going on the future power demands.
Absolutely.
Moving forward.
So what would you tell a prospect thinking about a new project? What would you tell them about Jones County, Ross, why they should consider Jones County?
Well, Jones is one of those communities that has helped propped up industries for a number of years. We've had this county has supported local industries, have turned them into billion-dollar companies, Fortune 1000 companies, and helped support those. Not only the community, but also the people in the surrounding community. That type of thing is what we're used to doing. We're kind of the manufacturing hub of the Pine Belt.
Yeah.
We know how to get things done, and we know how to support industry once they get here. And
well, you got all the ingredients for a great quality of life and what are conducive to business formation, investment, and business growth. You got great education, great health care. As you said, great people, obviously. You got low crime.
Yep.
Got lots of great land.
Yep. Got plenty of land.
Everything you need.
Yep. Everything we need. Plus, it doesn't help. I mean, it does not hurt to have people watching your community on a weekly basis. About 3 million eyes, sets of eyes looking at it. So it does help.
That's been a huge factor. But people are discovering just how great this area is and the state of Mississippi overall. And I think we're all going to benefit from that.
Yes, definitely.
Tremendous way. Yeah. The Mississippi Development Authority, Bill Clark and those guys, they do a pretty good job up there.
They do a very good job. They have Bill has done an excellent job with shepherding all of us to get in sync with what the governor has planned. Yeah. It's going to be an exciting time these next few years. He has we see him a lot here lately.
Yeah,
so it's a good thing.
Yeah. So. They're very active, and this Inflex program that was created a few years ago, that's been a bit of a game changer, hasn't it?
It has. It streamlined a lot of things. A lot of our industries that traditionally have done other things, and there was a lot of red tape. A lot of, hey, if you do this, you have to do this. If you do that, you have to do that. Basically, by the time they figured out how much money they were going to save, they could just go ahead and forego that and just from the time. Inflex is one of those things that has cut down the time, cut down the red tape, and actually given a tax credit that's actually hits the bottom line, where industries and CFOs and accountants that are in those industries actually see the bottom line. So
it's a huge asset in
it's
recruiting.
Yes, it is.
I think it was a good move on the part of the state of Mississippi. Ross, good to see you, and thanks for coming on.
Definitely. Thank you for having me.
Ross Tucker, President, CEO of the Jones County Economic Development Authority, has been our guest. We're stepping aside.